What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're streaming some more Gloomhaven. So this is episode 4, and let's see what we've got going on. Let's just jump right into this thing. So we got a bunch of crypts. Oh, we just did a crypt last time. Now we've got the decaying crypt to do. Which we could do that. We could do a side mission. We could... No, I don't want to do this one. This one... Yeah, let's do, You know what? Let's find the ace there. Let's do that. Let's go find her. Alright, kill all enemies in all rooms.
An enchanter has been called for, so an enchant opening the door. You quickly explain what you don't know.
This is Hale.
I need an orb from the
Our enchantress. Alright, so... Oh, we got a road encounter. Fall off the main road when you see a small band of Inox approaching from the west. You try to divert to go around them, but they're moving directly in your path. In a few minutes' time, they overtake you. You've wandered into our territory, travelers. The biggest one says, we don't much like visitors. You stare at her blankly. Such acts can be forgiven, but it will cost you. Okay, so they're shaking us down. We reason with them, or we fight them off. I do have an Inox in my party. The brute is an Inox, which means this might go well. If... Oh, awesome. Hey, Rob. Yeah, good to see you, man. Well, didn't work. I lost 5 gold each. Dang it.
The map is easy to follow.
Alright, so for our battle goals, let's go with... Let's our Cragheart, kill 3 or fewer monsters, or take only short rests. I don't like either of those. Oh yeah, we don't have the brute in the party, do we? Duh, I'm thinking of the other playthrough I'm doing. Whoops. That's why I lost 5 gold. Oh well. I don't know. I can't. He's like him, and they're my 2 main, short rests. He's short resting the whole time. We'll see how that goes. Loot a chest. Yeah, there's a chest in here. Okay, so she needs to loot the chest. And for the Tinkerer, loot no gold or chests. Kill 5 or more monsters. Let's loot no gold or chests. He gets 2 perk points for that, so... If I can remember not to loot any chests. But... Yeah, I love this game, guys. I mean, it's been out for... the board game originally was like, what? 2019? Or 2017? When it came out? I can't remember now. I think it was 2017. I think Gloomhaven Digital was 2019. But, I mean... I've been playing the board game for over a year. We just finished that. Now I'm been playing a bunch of digital, so it's definitely... It'll keep your attention for a long time. Alright. Oh, yes, we have the doggos here. We've got 4 hounds. They all have retaliate. We got a couple living spirits back here. So we need range attacks or suffer damage on these guys so we don't have to take damage from retaliate. Ideally. It's usually not the way it works out for us, though. So let's put Cragheart up front. Put Tinker in the back. Scoundrel up front. Okay, we can probably... I really need to take these guys to the shop, because I might have had enough. I need to buy the boots for him. I keep making this harder on myself, because I keep forgetting to go shopping. Well, move 2's no good. Doesn't move me all the way there. Let's go with... Oh, where's Massive Boulder? Okay, Massive Boulder. And then they might go first. If I go at 29, they might end up going first. So that should be fine. Let's move her back in that case. And I'll have her go with single out. Probably special mixture. That's usually my opening combo. Works pretty well. Alright, and for Tinkerer, we need to get through these dogs quick. I might have him go ahead and use a loss right off the bat. Yeah, let's do flamethrower. I'll do enhancement field with flamethrower. And we'll see. These dogs usually go pretty quick, so... Well, nope, not this time. They win at 72. Alright. Well, that changes things. Well, not too much. He can still attack from range. I will move him up 1 space. Just so I can reach this dog that's in the middle. And these 2 on the sides will suffer damage with this card. There we go, it's not too bad. I don't think these guys are going to be able to reach me. Well, no, they will. There's the one time I'll be able to use a shield, since I'm short resting the whole time. Alright, now the question is, do I still go ahead and move up and... Well, no, because I've only got move 2 with this. I'm not going to be able to hit more than 1 with this burn card, so I don't want to do that. Well, good thing we got a attack 3, range 3 on the bottom here. So we're just going to move up 1. Hopefully take this dog out. Dang it. Alright, now they're going to move up. Well, that's not so bad. Oh yeah, it is only an attack 1. Alright. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Alright, so Scoundrel. Alright, this works out perfectly because I can move up here. We're going to poison this one with our movement card. Nice. And now we can use Single Out for an attack 6. So we should outright kill this thing and we won't have to worry about taking any damage from it. Yeah. Alright. And... yeah, we'll stop there for now. Okay, so that first round wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. And now is probably a really good time to use... How long is this map, though? Got 2 more rooms to go through. Debating on whether using Craghart's Lost card here. It's got grass, so I can consume that to make this hit everything within 2 hexes. So I think if I get in the right spot... I was right here. No, right. No, right here is the best spot. I can hit everything but this one living spirit back here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, unstable upheaval it is. And I'm just going to use... I'm going to use this one to just move up. Alright, and Tinkerer, what you got going on? We're gonna do... I could do Stun Shot on anything that's still alive. Might not be a bad idea. Yeah, let's go Stun Shot. Stun Shot and Proximity Mine for the 4 move there. And then I think I'll have her use her throwing knives. I'm hoping between all this we can finish these dogs off. And then... should I have her move or just hang out? I'll just do Thief Snacking. If something gets adjacent to me, I'll have an extra attack I can use off the bottom. That'll work. Alright, so... good, we get to go before they do. Actually, she went. I forgot I had her go. That's fine. That's fine. Should have went Thief Snack for initiative instead of throwing knives. That's okay. Because actually, I can make his attack more effective if... well, no, let's target... let's target these 2. Got that one. Alright. have her go grab some money. What was her goal again? Loot a chest. Okay. So she'll be safe. Should be safe there. Alright, well now it's not quite as good because I can't get to that guy. I don't think there's any way. If I was up there I could. But I can't get there, so let's go here. So I'll get some of that money and I'll use this. Consume grass. Attack 3 on all 3 of those guys. There we go. Took them out. Oh, I forgot she has to take damage, doesn't she? Yeah, she'll be alright. What are these guys doing? Attack 2. But now I can go stun one of them. Oh, he has to loot no gold. Let's move him up here. Don't let him stay on the gold. And let's stun the elite because he usually does more damage. Alright. Now we just gotta worry about the one guy. And, oh. I don't think he was moving. He only had range 2. So I couldn't do anything. Nice. That worked out. Okay, now I gotta get through these guys' shields. I don't have anything really with high enough attack power to guarantee it. Let's go with that. I need to move. I only need to move 2 to get to him. Okay. And for Tinkerer, yeah, let's poison. That'll help us get through the shields. And then, yeah, we'll have him heal Cragheart a little bit. Okay, Scoundrel. She's my shield destroyer. She's got the damage to do it. So he's going to move up. He'll be adjacent to this elite. So 1, 2, 3, 4 movement. So I can use Flanking Strike on it. No, can't do that because she goes too early. She has to go after. Dang it. I can't. He's flying, so I could pull him over. Hang on. Still doesn't matter because I can't use. My problem is I need an initiative that goes after 35, but still lets me use Flanking Strike or Backstab. But I don't have enough movement to get there. So, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this turn. I'm going to have to wait a turn. So let's just move up with Quick Hands. And, yeah. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens. So, Tinkerer can go ahead and poison. Forgot he has Piercing Bow, but I hate to use it on just one enemy. Because Piercing Bow gives you Pierce, ignores all shields for the entire attack action. So I'd rather use it on a multi-target attack on multiple shielded enemies, because there are more of these guys later on, I think. Pretty sure. So we'll just poison him for now. Yeah. Not going to do any damage because didn't get past his 3 shield with our 3 attack. But we can give Cragheart some healing. Okay, and then move him up. Have him attack 3, but now the guy's poisoned, I actually might get through the shield. Yes. Only by 1, but he's also immobilized, giving him disadvantage on his attack against Cragheart, since he won't be able to move away either. Oof, good thing too, because that one was a ×2. Ha! And then a miss. Nice. Okay. So what I can do here is we can move 2 And then with the top of this one will allow us to move 2 and attack 2. Which probably won't get through. Oh, it did because we got a +1. Slowly getting him. Slowly getting him. Okay, Cragheart. What are we doing this time? Opposing strikes is probably our best. Yeah. Okay. Do I have any more? I got hook gun. It's attack 2. Might just have him focus on healing this time. Actually, you know what? We'll use this to heal both of them for 1, and then. But now she's in perfect position. Now she can use flanking strike. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna use flanking strike. And we're going to take this guy out. Because we're going to get the +2 to our attack 3 because we're got an adjacent ally there. Which with the poison makes us like attack 6. So come on. And then we pulled the ×2 the crit. So yeah, he's dead. And I'm just going to go ahead and move her behind this guy. But she is actually... No, I'm going to go ahead and move her up to the door because she's going to have to long rest, I think, after this. So she won't be able to do anything next turn anyway. Tinkerer, you've got... You can't collect gold, so... I'm going to park you over here. You can heal Cragheart for 1. Alright, and then we can attack 2 on this guy. You're probably going to have to rest soon too, right? I might want to rest you before we go in the next room, so let's go ahead and use our advantage. Maybe we can get through the shield. Yeah, did 1 damage to him. And I don't really... Actually, you know what? I will pull him. Because then he'll just be... Well, he's going to move anyway. He'll move away from us. If the enemy's doing a range attack and they can move, they'll always move away from you because range attacks in melee range are disadvantaged. So. But hopefully we can get him with this. Come on, just need a +1. Actually, I don't even need a +1. Dang it. All I needed was a 0. These shielded enemies can be a pain in the butt sometimes. Especially since I already ate through the cards that would have been good for taking them out earlier. Do I still have anything left? Not really. Let's just do a heal on our guy there again. And then, yep, she's going to take her long rest. Might as well. She needs a couple health back anyway. Okay, now he's cursing this time, so I'd really like to take him out. Because curses put miss cards into our deck, essentially. Okay, he's ready to go through the door. Come on, Cragheart, finish this guy off. What is it, range 3? So, should be good here. Come on, just give me a 0. There we go. Got him. Alright, and what card are we getting rid of? Oh, probably Quick Hands or... The bottom attack on Thief's Neck is really nice if you set it up right, but the way I play the Scoundrel, that doesn't happen very often. So, we'll get rid of that one for now. Let's see. Cragheart is going to long rest this turn. So is he. So, you know what? I'm going to have Scoundrel then go invisible with Smoke Bomb. And then move in and poison something this turn. Yeah. Yeah. So, normally I like to stack everybody up on the door. Have everybody go through the door at the same time. Because if you don't, the one person in there by themselves usually just gets demolished. But when we can do this... I can't get to anybody to poison them. Oh well. What's their movement? Only move 1. Range 2. So everybody back here is still safe. Okay. But I can move her in here. And we can use Smoke Bomb to make ourselves invisible. And now that we're invisible, we can't be attacked. And it will also force all these guys to move up further, getting them into range of our other characters here. Our other mercs. Alright. It's a big part of this too. Once you understand the enemy AI and how it works, you can play your cards, play your abilities to manipulate the enemies into advantageous positions for you. Which I actually just... I don't know, there's something just very, very fun about that. That's... Get rid of this one. I don't know, it just makes you feel really smart when you can manipulate the enemy into getting them right where you want them and then unleash really powerful attacks. Yeah. Okay. So, her next attack is going to be doubled if she does it while invisible. So I want her to use, on this elite probably, flanking strike, but I need to get someone adjacent first. It's going to have to be Craghart. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got to move 4 somewhere. There it is. Don't have any grass activated right now. Yeah, that's my only move 4. So that'll be that. For the top, though, you know what? I don't think it's gonna work. Maybe Tinkerer will play a little risky here. I'll move him in. He only needs to move 2. And I'm gonna have him hit these 2 guys with probably the one that immobilizes. Where is it? Net shooter. Yeah. And then we'll just have him move up. So let's have him go real early. Okay, so then I can have her go. Dang it, he still can't go. Scoundrel has such early initiatives. I still can't, even with his best, I can't beat. I'm going to have to go late. A lot later than I'd like. Let's do it this way. We'll see what happens. You know, if I can immobilize... Okay, maybe I can get up there and immobilize this guy. I want to make sure he doesn't get away from me so I can still do that attack. Oh, well. Okay. They're not attacking, they're shielding. They're going to shield 2 and move 4. If there was fire, they'd suffer 1 damage. So that kind of works in my favor because it means it's safe to move Tinkerer up here without taking any damage. And plus, if he moves up here, this guy won't move. So that'll work. And then let's go ahead and hit these 2 guys. We're going to immobilize them. We might as well use advantage. They don't have shields, so no use for the piercing bow right now. Let's get them. Oh, yeah. Got a ×2. Outright killed that one. Nice. It's very nice when things go your way. It's a lot better than last week. We started out with like, what, 3 misses in the first round or whatever it was. Okay. There's no need to immobilize him now. And I can't even get Jason to him anyway because of... So, Boulder is range 3. But I don't want to hit him because it'll damage my guys. Its allies or and enemies suffer 1 damage adjacent. So, we'll just move forward into the room. We'll get him up there. And then we won't be able to do anything with this one. Sucks because it would have activated the grass force too. Replenishing cards, Rob, is when you rest. So, I don't know if you saw earlier, I just had everybody take a rest back here. When you rest, you get all of your discarded cards back except for 1. You have to lose 1 permanently, and you do that each rest until the end of the scenario, so it's kind of a stamina system. So when you long rest, you get to pick the card that you burn. When you short rest, you don't. It just comes out randomly. So it's generally better to long rest. Let's see if we can get this guy with... This is an attack 10, because it's doubled. It's probably not going to quite get him, but it should be close. Only because he has those shields. If he didn't have those shields, it would be good. Let's go for it. A -1. Did 7 damage, though. Did 7 damage. But yeah, then you also have the option, when you take damage, you can actually burn a card to negate the damage completely, rather than receive the damage, or you can burn 2 from your discard. So, this is generally something you don't want to do unless you have to, or if, like, he just hit me for 2 there, so that's not a big deal. I'm just going to take the 2 damage. But if he had like a attack 4 with a ×2 and it was going to, it was going to kill me, I'd have to negate the damage. Okay, she's going to go visible next time. But they've all gone. So she's safe to go ahead and she'll move up and grab this coin then. And you know what? I want Flanking Strike back. I'm going to use a Stamina Potion. That's another way. You can get cards back with a Stamina Potion. Discarded cards. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to use a Stamina Potion to get back Flanking Strike so I can use it immediately on the next turn if I want to. Yeah, at the end of the scenario, yeah, you're completely refreshed, you still have all your cards and all of that. Yeah, all your abilities. Yeah, it's essentially a system of, like, kind of realistic, right? You're delving through some dungeon with a bunch of mercs, you're going to get tired the more abilities you use. So, you eventually run out of things you can do, you get exhausted, and then if everyone in the team gets exhausted, then you lose a scenario. Some scenarios don't allow anyone to get exhausted as well. Some of them are like escape scenarios, you have to make it to the end. But I messed up my battle goal for Cragheart here. I forgot. I always forget someone. I always forget. He had to only take short rests. Which that is... I know, Rob, we were talking about how many mercenaries you use. And this is one reason to use fewer number when you're playing by yourself, because like the battle goals, trying to keep track of 3 or 4 of them at once, you tend to lose track and forget one of them. Okay, we can Rumbling Advance. Next, be really good here because all these guys would suffer 1 damage. Even though Tinker or Scoundrel would too, but she can take it. And then Opposing Strike. That's perfect. That's perfect. Let's go for a poison on the Spirit. Make him easier to kill. And actually, I might be able to kill him outright with Enhancement Field because I'll get +1 to my attack. And then for Scoundrel, I want people to move up first, so I might have her go later, even though she'll take a hit. Not necessarily, I'll have her go early and she can take out this guy. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely doable as a duo. Actually, my wife and I are playing through digital right now with each just using one character. Which, if you're playing digital, you can both control 2 characters if you want, and have a full party of 4. Which isn't too bad from a management standpoint, because you each only have 2 characters to keep track of. It does slow the game time down considerably, though, because you're having to make, decisions for 2 different characters at a time, and there's a lot more going on, a lot more enemies, so it takes longer to get through a scenario, because the amount of enemies and how many elite enemies there are scales on how many party members you have. So it's definitely doable as a duo for sure. I actually think it's kind of fun because it is faster. You can play through more scenarios. I mean, for instance, I wouldn't say. No, I don't want him to move her down here. I wouldn't say my wife and I are the fastest players at all, but it took us. We'd spend probably. Got him. We'd spend like 3 or 4 hours probably, maybe 3, 2 to 3 hours on the scenario when we were both trying to control 2 characters. I mean, we were taking our time, but then we went down to just using 1 each, and we're doing like 3 scenarios in the time it took us to do 1. So it's actually more fun because you're getting more progression faster that way. So, and especially first starting out, if you're playing, I'd recommend doing it that way. You see, he can't collect gold, so I might just leave him where he's at. I should have did that. Oh, I forgot to do that before I attacked. Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, so if you're playing digital, obviously it's better if you have 2 copies of it to play. But you can hot seat. If you get it on the Switch when it comes out and you just pass it back and forth on each person's turn when you're picking cards, you can do that definitely. Especially with just 2 people, it wouldn't be too bad. If you were trying to play with like 4 people though, it could take a long time because you can't all pick your cards at once since you're passing it around. So let's make these guys suffer damage. But if you're talking about the board game version, pretty much all the same things apply, except it's a lot easier to play with multiple people because you can't all make decisions at the same time. Be looking at your cards at the same time and stuff. There we go, got rid of him. No, Jaws of the Lion is the same. It'll be the same situation. It won't be any harder to play as a duo. It does all the same things Gloomhaven. In fact, I would argue that Jaws of the Lion does a lot of things better than the original Gloomhaven does, just because they incorporated a lot of the lessons they learned from Gloomhaven into Jaws of the Lion, and then later into Frosthaven, and now into the second edition of Gloomhaven that they're coming out with. So it's much more. I would say Jaws of the Lion is a more refined and a more streamlined game. So when you're looking at... Yes, perfect time to do this, even when it's a burn. If they don't move, that is. Give me a second to pick these cards. Let's see what we're doing. You know what? Let's go for it. We're going to use Flamethrower. And she can use Single Out. Maybe I won't use Flamethrower because... Can I get... Do I have enough move? If I go with this, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go all the way around back behind him. Alright. Yeah, Jaws of the Lion was much more streamlined. So, with Gloomhaven, there's multiple paths you can go. There's multiple different quest lines to follow, and it's a little hard to keep it all straight in the original version. In the new version, they actually came out with like scenario boards that show you where the next scenario is and how they all relate to each other. So it's a little easier to keep track of. Um, Jaws of the Lion is a more linear campaign. There's 25 total scenarios, and there are some side missions in that besides just the main story. But there is just one main story rather than multiple branching paths. So it makes it a little easier to follow the story and also just to play the game in general. I need to go here to hit both of these guys. Flamethrower. What's it doing? Oh yeah, well, he doesn't need the heal, but whatever. Okay, so this will wound him. So even if I didn't kill this spirit, he'll get wounded and he'll die from the wound. But we got him. He'll get wounded, so he'll take 1 damage on his turn, every turn. If he's still alive. Now there's no need to burn this card, since I only have 1 guy left. It would be a waste to burn this. So I'm just going to move. He can get gold. Oh yeah, I already messed up his thing. I'll move him back here. Attack 2, we can use the grass to immobilize him. Alright. So now he at least won't be able to move up and hit us on his turn, because he had a melee attack ready. Yeah. Rob says, I'm actually leaning towards getting Jaws of the Lion the board game. Picking Gloomhaven on Switch. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I would do, Rob. If you're looking to get into it, definitely, yeah. Jaws of the Lion for the board game, start there. I recommend anybody who's trying to get into Gloomhaven, start there. We did in my group, and we had a lot of fun with it. You know, and we made a lot of mistakes. We made a lot of mistakes in the rules and stuff, and the way we played it, but we learned, and it's okay. You know, that's the great thing about Gloomhaven. It's not like it's a cooperative game. So if you accidentally mess up a rule and you're halfway through a scenario, you realize it, and you're just like, oh well, okay, well now we know. You know, we'll start doing it right now. But you know, you're not gonna restart the scenario you've been an hour into. No, you just fix it from there and go on. You know, it's not like you've got a game master or a rules lawyer over there being like, oh no, we have to redo the whole scenario now. No, shut up. No, we're not doing that. And then yeah, the digital version for regular Gloomhaven is a great place to start. For sure too, because of the cost, it's so much cheaper than trying to get investing in the whole board game and dealing with setup and all of that. You know, find out if you like the system first, and then go from there. Okay, now we just got to move up. So we need our big moves. Big moves. Oh, she has to take a rest. So see, Rob, this is what I was talking about. So I'm going to have her do a rest. So if I do a long rest, I burn 1 card at my choice. I get 2 health back, and I also refresh any spent item cards. So this is something we haven't really talked about, but over here I have these items. So right now the only thing I have that refreshes is this poison dagger, which it has that symbol on it, little flip card symbol in the bottom right corner. It means I can refresh it. The Cloak of Invisibility is not refreshable. That's why it's got the X card on there. If I use that, it's only a one-time use for the scenario. So if I long rest and I've used stuff, so especially if you're like your tanks that have armor and stuff, long rests are very important because they get all that armor back. But if you short rest, you don't get any health. You lose a random card, but you get to go immediately. You don't have to spend a whole turn resting. You immediately get to move on that upcoming turn. So that's the advantage of a short rest. If you need to go fast and you're in a dangerous place, you just need a short rest so you can go ahead and act immediately. If you don't like the card that comes up during a short rest, you can actually take 1 damage and pick another random card. So there's always some risk at that, because there might be like 2 cards it's like I absolutely don't want to lose, and those will be the 2 cards that come up. So again, it's always better to to long rest if you can. Hey look, I can destroy this obstacle for experience point. Let's do it. Why not? Should have done that before I moved. That would have helped me move farther. I wasn't even paying attention. I just picked the card because I needed to pick 2 cards. All right. But as far as like you talked about how much you like the system and the classes there, Rob. Yeah, the classes are super varied. I mean, you've got a little bit of everything in here. I pretty much, if you can't find a class in Gloomhaven you don't like RPGs. I mean, that's kind of how I feel, because there is a playstyle, a class for everyone, I think. Honestly, now, the way Gloomhaven works, you unlock characters as they accomplish retirement goals. So in some cases, you may not find your favorite character until you're, a quarter, halfway, 3/4 the way through the game. That happened with my friend that we were playing with, my cousin's wife. We were playing. She found her favorite character at like the end of Gloomhaven. We were. I don't remember if she had him for the final, like the big boss fight, and of course we still had side scenarios we were playing after that. But yeah, we didn't really unlock that character until almost the end. So there is that risk, but Gloomhaven 2nd edition unlocks characters throughout the story rather than through retirement goals. So I think you'll be unlocking them faster. So, because that's how Frosthaven does it too. You unlock it through campaign events and stuff rather than having to accomplish a retirement goal. The retirement goals unlock different things. So, so with 2nd edition, if that's what you end up playing on the board game version, if you end up going that way, you'll get to unlock things a lot. I'm assuming probably faster. Of course, the digital works like the original 1st edition, so you have to unlock them through retirement goals. But at the same time, if you really focus on the retirement goals, some of them you can get done pretty quickly. Some of them take longer, because some retirement goals actually require you to go to specific scenarios. Everybody just kind of healing, prepping for this last door. Because like here you can see, if I highlight over him, you can see on the right side of the screen, Craghart's Implement of Light. That's his retirement goal. He has to find the Skullbane axe in the Necromancer Sanctum and then use it to kill 7 living bones, corpses, or living spirits. So he has to find a specific item in a specific scenario to be able to complete his thing. I think there's another way to unlock that item other than just that, so it's not like you're going to get locked out of being able to do the retirement goal, but let's see, what are we getting rid of? Probably Rock Tunnel. Now, I will say, there are a few goals that if you get them too late in the game, they can be hard to complete. And what we did playing our board game version, we just kind of house ruled it, and other people have done this too, where we just said, okay, it's either your retirement goal or you get 600 experience points on your character and then you can retire and go ahead and complete get whatever was on your retirement goal card. Because max level is 500 experience points. That's level 9. So for another 100 experience points past that, you can retire the character. That way we didn't have people stuck playing a single character forever and never get to try anything else. Oh, man, I want Craghart to be the one to go through this door. I really need to get him the frickin' boots. Alright, let's just... Massive boulder. You know what? He'll just have to catch up. We're going to send those two in because I'm not going to wait forever because they already rested. So, yeah, massive boulder, and maybe I'll be able to hit something with dirt tornado. Okay, so... Oh no, he's got a long rest this turn. Okay. So yeah, see, like my eagle eye goggles, they come back on a rest. So on the long rest. So long resting will get these back, which is very important for Tinkerer because he has a lot of. I really like advantage. Eagle eye goggles give you advantage for an entire attack action. So multi-target attacks, this is awesome. You want to have this when you do multi-target attacks. Oops. She's ready to go in, but well, she could go invisible with her cloak. Although she won't have anyone adjacent to anybody. So it's not going to be as effective. But we could go in there with throwing knives. Yeah. Plus, I need to find the chest. She needs to loot the chest before she gets exhausted. Alright, we're going for it. We're going for it. We're going in. Where's the chest at? Oh, it's behind everything. Of course it is. It's all the way back there. But... and there's a trap in the way. It's a stun trap, too. Gee whiz. She doesn't have... I need to get her jump boots. We're going shopping after this. After this mission, we're going shopping before we end this stream. Because we need to get some stuff. Shoot. Maybe I should just stop here. If I stop here... So, the way invisibility works, in Gloomhaven 1st Edition anyway, and in digital, is if I stop here and I'm invisible, they're not going to move. Because they can't find a focus. Because there's no path to a target. If they do not have a path to a target, they will not move. Unless, of course, they're ranged. If they have ranged attacks, like these spirits, they'll move if they can hit me with their... So, like, it's range 2, so they could go to here and be able to hit Tinkerer. So they would probably still move. But the rest of these guys, none of them would move. I'm trying to figure out if that's advantageous for me right now or not. I really don't know. It might be because... So, Crackheart's going to get to here. It might be. So I'm going to stay here. I'm going to skip the rest of that movement. I can hit these two wolves with throwing knives. 2, okay. 1, okay. And then go invisible. So now, these hounds shouldn't move. Nope, they didn't move. Living spirits probably will. Yeah. Because they're ranged. Because they're ranged characters, they could still potentially get to a target and hit it. They're going to move. But this is what I want because I have a plan for what I want Craghart to do, and having them all really close like that is absolutely perfect. He's going to move. Oops. Well, 1, 2. He's still good. He's still good. Actually, I might be able to hit them with Dirt Tornado. Yeah, I can hit 2 of them. Not that it'll do anything. It's only an attack 2, and they have 2 shields. So it's probably not going to damage them, but it will muddle them. Or actually, no, it was only attack 1 because they didn't have grass to burn. But it muddled them, which gives them disadvantage on their next turn. So, better than nothing. At least he was able to do something that turn. And then Tinkerer is going to start burning hot here. If I've still got stuff, I can, well, yeah, I still got Ink Bomb. He's probably not going to need a whole lot of movement anymore. So, get rid of Proximity Mine. I mostly just use it for the movement. I don't set the trap too often. Sometimes it works out really well, but okay. Crushing Grasp. For this to work, he's got to go early. As early as he can. Which will leave him not doing any damage other than... But this will kill 3 of them. Okay, hopefully this works out. Hopefully I get to go before them. Ink Bomb. It's range 3. So I could hit these 3 right here with it. Okay, that's fine. So I just want to go as early as I can. Use Ink Bomb. And then her, I want her to go late, which is perfect. She's got 2 cards left. So she can go late. So she'll stay invisible until the end of her turn. So she can keep blocking this doorway for another whole turn. Which will keep the hounds from moving, which is good because I don't want them to move. Unfortunately, the spirits are going to go before Craghart, though, so that might mess up what I was wanting to do. It might. I don't know. They got, what do they got? Move 1, range 1, or no, range 2. So one of them at least will move here, and one of them will move here, and they'll both attack my Tinkerer. So we'll have to see. But I can still do this. Which actually, this might take one of these guys out. We hit all 3 of them. We're going to do advantage, and we're going to do the piercing since we got that shielded enemy in it. And this should kill all of them. Yeah. Nice. I love multi-target attacks. I do. They're awesome. And hey, I mean, it's a burn, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could put him all the way back there on the stun trap. So get it out of the way so that she can grab the chest. And I'm going to do it. It may not be a good idea, but I'm going to do it. Somewhere, I'm not sure what I hit, but I slowed it back down. Because there's an option to, when you're playing on digital, to like speed up the animations and stuff. And I had that on. Somewhere I turned it off. But I don't think it's that big a deal. Okay, so he ended up moving up there, attacking him. Which is fine. Actually, you know what? I think that worked out perfectly. Forgot though, I don't have grass. This isn't as good. It's still good, it's not as good. But we're still gonna do it. Yep, it worked out perfectly. I can hit all 4 of them with it, or all 3 of these guys. So see, they're all gonna suffer 1 damage. If I had grass, it'd be 2 damage, and they'd all be dead. I don't know why I was thinking I had that. I will now. Although I don't, no one needs healing, but it'll activate the grass element for the next turn. I can use it, maybe. Why is it looks so slow though without without that option on? She's muddled, so that sucks. But we'll go ahead and poison this guy with our dagger. Ah, pulled a miss. This is why it's not out yet, but I'm working on the starter guide for the Scoundrel and talking about the level 1 cards and stuff. And one thing I mentioned for her items is that the Eagle Eye Goggles can be good for the Scoundrel too, because of her high attacks. Because she can give advantage, so you don't pull a miss with your high-powered attacks. Because like that was attack 5, and I totally missed on it because I pulled a miss card, which sucks. You know, if I had advantage, I could have pulled miss in a -1 or a 0 or something, and still done damage. Okay. No one's in the right position for any of this to work like I want it to. So I guess I'll just use opposing strikes. Well, they might move though. It might work out for me. Opposing strikes for attack. The other one just for basic move. He's stunned. He's stunned this turn. So he can't do anything. I can't even rest him because he's doesn't have. You have to have at least 2 cards in your discard to be able to do a rest. So whatever I use is just getting thrown away here, basically. Yeah. Okay, and then she needs to... Oh. So this is a case where I'm probably going to short rest her because I need her to act because there's too much going on here. If she tries to take a nap right there, she's going to get clobbered. So, lost open wound, that's okay. So we're going to go flanking strike again. We're going to try this again. But we're going to poison him first. He's already poisoned. I want to poison someone else. Nope. +1 though. Okay, and then have her poison. They're going to go before he does. Just skip movement. We'll poison this guy. Tinkerer is done because he can't do anything. Because he's stunned. What are these guys doing? They're attacking only for 1. Okay. But they're muddling. They're all going to attack. No, I thought so, yeah. Attack her, muddles her. That's not good. Scoundrel being muddle's not good. Well, anyone being muddle's not good, but Scoundrel's worse because you lose a lot more damage. Alright, let's see if I can take out this one I poisoned. Even with muddle. Yep, yep. Good. Still got him. Still got him. Uh-oh. What's he doing? Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. I just realized that's a loot too. Even though it's a burn. If she was right here, she could loot the chest with the loot too. Don't burn that then. Dang, she's running out of turns though. I gotta get her there quick. Okay, Tinkerer can do stuff now, so go early. It may not matter now. What's she got left? Throwing knives and single out, so I'll have to rest her after this. Okay, let's see what happens. Come on. She's muddled, but come on. Kill it. Yes. Awesome. Okay, well now she can just move here. And she'll be able to loot that chest from where she is after I rest her and get this loot 2 card back. So now I'll move Tinkerer out here. Heal his friends for 1. And then I should be able to take out one of these spirits with this. Please. Yes. Good. Now there's just 1 left. It's doing the attack 2 muddle, or attack 1 muddle again. So I got -1, doesn't even do any damage. Nice. Okay, and finally, we're gonna march over here, and I'm gonna use this burn on just this one guy. Oh wait. If I want the chest, I can't kill him this turn. If I kill him this turn, it'll be over because Craghart's last on this round. So I am actually just going to skip the attack. I'm going to give... We need 1 more turn to make this work. She needs to just do a short rest. That's fine. And then she uses this and throwing knives. Loot 2 should get me that chest and that gold. It's everything within range 2 of me. Actually, that gold too. So, awesome. And then you go ahead and short rest. And now we can guarantee it's dead. Because I can use Rumbling Advance to make it suffer 1 damage. So, there. But if for some reason it gets away from me, make sure I got a little bit of movement. Alright. Now we can wrap this up. Yep. Loot 2. Do it. Yay. 20 gold in the chest. Wow, she's going to have a lot of gold after this. How much does she have? She's got 12 from collecting gold. And then she just got 20 from that chest. She's going to have 32 gold from this scenario. Which is awesome. Okay, Tinker might actually kill it with this. Maybe. No, nope. Got a -2. Hey, I might as well get the experience out of this. I can have her recover her discarded cards, which is 1 card. But hey, just do it for the experience points. It's the other thing, you get the end of a round, start doing things, burning cards just to get the experience if you can. And just stack up that experience or get loot, whatever. You got 1 weak enemy alive, you can kind of just let it be there while you do stuff. Alright, so here we go. Skip the movement. Yeah, Tinker will be okay. It's fine. There. It's dead. There we go. Awesome.
With the last of your adversaries dead, you approach the back of the chamber, where you slowly reach out your hand.
Alright, we got the thing that Hale was looking for. So, yeah, I messed up the Crag Hearts thing, but everybody else got their perk points, including Tinker got his 2 perk points. So what we got here? Yeah, see, Scoundrel did 51 damage because of those high damage attacks. Everybody tied for enemies killed. They were sharing. So, yeah. Alright, let's go shopping. Let's go shopping, because I need to get these guys decked out with stuff. I keep forgetting to do that. Come on. There we go. So we're going to go back to Gloomhaven. Go check out the merchant real quick.
You enter the abandoned. You wonder how she gets anywhere. Very interesting. You easily could have. It's just so. You wait for what feels. Oh, you're still Hale.
I know I'm skipping through all this, but I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't played, and also just takes a long time. So, but we do unlock the Enchantress, so now we can upgrade our cards, which is another great feature. So you can actually go in and spend gold to like give an attack a +1 more attack to it, or add a status effect to it. It's pretty expensive, and they're permanent. Well, actually, I think in the digital you can choose to do the temporary enhancements, so it's cheaper, and you can actually take them off the character if you want. Normally, the way it works is they're permanent. They stay with the character forever. Even when another person decides to play that character, they still have that permanent enhancement. But they're also quite expensive. I think like for the first like +1 attack on a level 1 card, it's like 50 gold. And then every enhancement makes it more expensive, and every higher level of the card makes it more expensive. But, you know, it's another nice way to customize your characters and improve them. But, let's see. We got some perks. Let's do that first. We got some perks. So we already picked up Ignore Negative Item Effects. That's definitely the first one you want to pick up if you've got it. And now for the Scoundrel, we're going to remove our negatives. So we can remove 2 -1 cards right now. So you can see our modifier deck now leans towards the positive side. And as you level your characters up and get them high enough level, some of them can completely get rid of their negatives except for the miss card and have like a ton of positives over here. So you get, that's why I said even your weaker attacks get a lot stronger, because you're consistently pulling +1s or +2s instead of -1s and 0s. So let's see what Tinkerer has. He's also, we already picked up the negative item effects to ignore them. And then he's going to remove 2 more -1s. That's what we're going to do with him. So now see, so he's only got 1 -2 and 1 -1. So he's getting a lot stronger. And with his multi-target attacks, this is really good, because now we're talking about, you know, an attack 3 on 3 different enemies might end up being attack 4 on 2 of them, or attack 6 on 1 of them. So, alright, now let's go to the shop. Craighart has 39 gold. He definitely needs some shoes. Let's give him the boots of striding, which will give him a +2 movement. Once per in between rest, he gets us back on a rest. And then I don't think I can really get anything else with 19 gold. Head item. He doesn't really need any of these things. Either of these things aren't really that great for him. I mean, the Iron Helm can make a ×2 be a 0. So it can be good in the right situation. If you have nothing else to put on your character's head, I mean, this is a good standby. I might do the Warhammer, although he doesn't have a lot of multi-attacks in melee. He's got like the 1 and it's a burn. But I can't afford any of that for him anyway. So let's move on to Scoundrel. Scoundrel has her cloak, her poison dagger, stamina potion. She needs boots. I'm probably going to give her jump boots. The winged shoes to give her jump. Because she's already got high movement, so she doesn't really need these. So yeah, we're going to give her the winged shoes to help her get past obstacles. She can jump behind enemies, get into better position faster. That'll work out really well for her. And then, okay, since this is my... So I don't usually have him in danger situations where having armor makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's good to have, but we're going to go with probably some boots for him for now. Well, he needs a small item. Let's give him a power potion, because he's got his multi-attacks. That'll give him +1 on those. And then I think I'll give him boots of striding. So there we go. There, now he's pretty decked out. Alright. Well, yeah, so just real quick for anyone wondering, so your characters, if I want to switch these guys out, I can. Like, I can add another mercenary at any time. I can go down here, say new mercenary, and I can add another one in here if I wanted right now. And you can also, like, I can remove a mercenary. So I just removed him from my party. So now I only have a party of 2. I can do that. If I want him back, I just put him back in. If you remove a mercenary, they still have all their stuff, right? So they still got their level, they still have all their cards, they still have their retirement goal, they still have all their perks, all of that. That stays. If you delete the character, they lose all this, and the retirement goal, I think, goes back into the pool. So you could pull it again later. So, you know, if you get one, so if you do end up with a goal that's like, I don't know. I don't know when you'd want to necessarily delete a character unless you just decided, you know what, I really don't want to play with this character. I want to reset them, you know, put all their items back in the shop and just start with a different character. I guess that's when you want to delete. But, you know, if you get to a point where you're like, hey, I just want to try something else for a while, you can totally just remove him. It just sets him aside. He's basically just hanging out in Gloomhaven and waiting for you to pick him up. And then you can put someone else in there. So the game's very free about swapping out characters whenever you want. You know, so that's cool. And then we'll just go look at the Enchantress real quick. I can't do anything in here yet. But, you see, so like Opposing Strike here has 2 enhancement slots. So there's 2 pips next to attack. So I can make this attack +1, and then I could add another +1. So I can make this an attack 5, which would actually make this a really strong card. Or I could add a status effect to this. It could be attack 3 and poison both enemies, or wound both enemies. So, and over here you can see, so Opposing Strike, it's 70 gold to upgrade it, and that's because it's a target 2 type thing. If it was a single target, like, so single target for Immobilize, it's only 35. And I think I have this set on the cheaper prices, like the temporary enhancements, I think. So this is a little cheaper, because normally this would be 50 gold, I think, instead of 35. But, yeah, I do, because it has the sell on here, so... Yeah, it's set on the newer rules with the temporary enhancements, but yeah. So you collect a lot of gold. You know, you can really deck out your characters with a bunch of extra bonuses on their cards. So, but hey, thanks everybody for coming in, stopping by, for watching, and anybody who's watched after, thank you. These streams have actually done pretty well as just regular content on YouTube after the stream, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. Remember to give me a like if you haven't, if you enjoyed it, and we'll be back here again next week for more Gloomhaven. And until then, everybody have a great week, and we'll see you next time.